So next example is, that is differentiation of sine cube x into cos cube x. To solve this, we have to do signify the that which one is we have to solve, by which rule we have to solve. So first of all, we find that there is a multiplication between. So for this we have to solve this multiplication. We get a rule, that is a into b rule. So first of all, I will write down, I will write down that the formula of a into b, that is differentiation of a into b, that becomes that is a into differentiation of b plus b into differentiation of a. After applying this rule, we get the answer, that is. So now, after applying a into b rule, as I told you before, a is this one and b is this one. After applying these two, sine means a means this one will be remain as it is, and differentiation of b. So differentiation of b, and then differentiation of a become as it is, and differentiation of a. So now we have to um, this one and this one, we have to separate out separately. I will separately solve this two, differentiation of cos cube x and differentiation of sin cube x, as I already have solved this before. You don't have to waste your time by checking out the playlist and searching out that. I will definitely solve this example, this one. Let's start. Firstly, I solve this separately, then I will put their value in the place of these terms. So differentiation of cos cube x becomes, now we have to identify which formula we will use here. So while searching that, we got here cubes and cos. So differentiation of something raised to power as a differentiation formula, different formula, and for cos there is a different formula. So we will use that formula, use that both the formulas, that is x raised to n and cos x. First of all, we will apply for cos x raised to n, that is n into x raised to n minus 1. In place of n, the value would be 3, and for then we will differentiate cos x, that is minus sin x. Now first of all, we will let cos x as y, then while letting cos x as sin as y, we get y raised to cube, differentiation of y cube. I have take this late because to simplify the answer we want to find, and also to understand clearly, you can simply shortcut that, but I have to, if I have to focus all type of students from weaker to stronger, so I will prefer weaker first to get their doubt clear. So now I am defining this one, differentiation of cos y raised to cube, that is 3 y square. After doing this differentiation, we will define y as the question contains x in that, as you can see here, this x is in the question, so we have to define the answer in x only. So by replacing this y, we get cos x, but this cos is a function, is another function, so we have to differentiate the cos function also. The differentiation of cos x, so differentiation of cos x would be, that is sin x. I have already told you that one, this one. So minus sin x, so minus sin x we will put here, differentiation of minus cos x is minus sin x, so 3 cos square x, then minus sin x. So minus would be, first we will put minus sign, 3 cos square x sin x, this one we will put 1, and lastly we will combine this one. Then now we will differentiate the second one, that is sin cube x. As you see, now we have to solve this one, sin cube x, so let's do separately the sin cube x. Now what's differentiation of sin cube x, we get here also we get cube and sine function. So for cube, that is x raised to n, and sine x, so we will differentiate this first function, that is x raised to n, that is n into x raised to n minus 1, and then we will differentiate this second function, that is cos 6 sin x. Function of cos sin x is cos x. So as I told you before, for simplification of simplifying the, for simplicity of this answer, I will letting this sin x as y, or you can take as another function, that is z. Let sin x is equal to z. So for simplicity we will get that is differentiation of zq, that we can easily solve with the with the help of function, that is this one. So 3z square, I am differentiating this. Let me differentiate 2 and z as 2 and 2, this is, that is symbol differentiation. No, okay, you get confused that differentiation of y, no, that is not. I am differentiating, that means symbol wise we are, I am different, getting different, because you get confused that z to z, z is to z, what is doing, what mime is doing. So for differentiating 2 and z, I am differentiating means making difference in this sense. Okay, let's just Now we will just continue. So z1 is okay, 1 minute. Okay, now we will put this z function as sin x. So 3 sin x square, let's square 1 this reason. Now as sin x is also a function, so differentiation of sin x. Now differentiation of sin x is cos x, so simply do that. Sin square x cos x. As I told you before, here I have defined that sin x is cos x. Now putting this as 2, now I will put this one in the in this equation. So differentiation of cos x is, this one is defined by 2 and this one, sorry, this one defined by 1 and this one defined by 2. So that is okay. Now I am going to put the answer of this one and this one. Let's just do that. First of all, I will define sin x, sin cube x, that is a is constant, that is a, sin cube x is, I have let this as a. Then differentiation b, that is differentiation of b, that is b1 is cos cube x, that differentiation of cos cube x I have already solved, so differentiation of cos cube x I will put here, that is first one. So differentiation of cos cube x is minus 3 cos square x sin x, that is minus 3 cos square x sin x plus differentiation of, that is a, and b is constant, the cos cube x be constant, and differentiation of sin cube x I have already solved. Let me just copy down from my note, that is 3 sin square x into cos x, sorry, 3 sin square x into cos x. So now we have to simplify these terms. Okay, just a minute. So this sin x and this sin x will be made multiplied, as function is same. So this sin x and this sin x has same function, as they are same function, so and they are getting multiplied, so we multiply that, so the power will be increased, so that is sin is to 4x, and then cos will be remain as it is, minus sign will be first, minus 3 will be first defined. Okay, just wait. Okay, then cos square x, then plus sign, that is, and now here cos cube x and cos x is same function, as you can see here, this one, so these two get multiplied and power will be increased, that is cos, okay, let this constant would be first defined, so 3 cos raised to 4x, then sin square x. So now negative, you can recreate this equation as letting the positive first and then negative, so 3 cos 4x sin square x minus 3 sin 4x cos square x. So this is one is final answer. This is the final answer. The answer is 3 cos raised to 4x sin square x minus 3 sin raised to 4x cos square x. So hope you get enough doubt clear. If any doubt, if extra any doubt you have, so you can comment and definitely like share this, so more and more weak students, maths weak student get doubt cleared, and do subscribe so that you get every and every I each and every doubt cleared, as I am going to solve each and every sum from GSCB. You can definitely get help for the course of GSCB, and you can also get help for CBSC also. That is not defined, but the main focus is GSCB as. Okay, so now thank you for watching this long video. Thank you so much. Now